And morning from the sun Britain. You don't get to say that very often, but today is supposed to be nice and hot here. It's such a lovely day that they are forecasting. Let's hope that sticks. So for today, what I've chosen is this sunny mandala. This goes with the sunny feel. I think it's going to be such a lovely day, and this just sort of fits the mood of the day. So we're going for sunny things. There we go. Gonna be bright yellows and oranges, and let's see what else. It's just such a lovely day ahead. As you can hear, expectations are very high. Yep. Lovely spring day. How is the weather where you guys are? Always gets me going. Always gets me going when the weather's good. Although maybe that means that nobody is going to be coming to watch this live because everybody is so excited about the weather. That's how it goes here. Sun doesn't shine so often. You don't often get a 25-degree day forecasted, so people just go nuts. And I am no different. I seem to have gone nuts too. There we go. And like that. Yep. We have a base color for the face. And then I'm going to be moving on to these other colors or the other ones. Let's do lips and let's make them bright. There we go. Bright red. I mean, it has to be. Just has to be bright red. There we go. Is everybody enjoying the weather today? Everybody enjoying? That's good. Hi, Casey and Becky. It's nice to have you here. It's brilliant that you have come. Let's make the ice blue proper dark blue. There we go. That's striking. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some red. Just wondering what color to put here around in the circle. I could just go with the other red. Let's see. Let's go and do that. Yeah. There we go. Oh, do I like this red actually? Let's go ahead with this. There we go. Brave colors for a sunny day. I hope it's sunny where you guys are. It is sunny here where I am, and the weather's forecasted to be very nice. So I am just all sunshine today. I hope you guys are having the same. Anybody into commenting? Would be nice to know how the weather is where you guys are. Are you as lucky as I am at the moment? What are you getting today? When I saw this mandala, I thought, oh, that looks lovely and sunny. And that fits perfectly today. So I'm going to do is I'm going to soon start putting some yellows as well in there, just so that it looks like a lovely sun. Lovely sun, lovely sunshine. Oh, brilliant. Such a nice day. There we go. So now we have a line around that sunny face. And then it's just going around. I've selected some colors here. And I think we shall go and do some orange. There we go. I did say I was going to go for yellow. Looks like that didn't stick. But what I will do soon is I will actually go for those yellows. I think now is the time. Let's go and do some background yellow, a lighter one, and put the background here. There we go. And there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the darker yellow that I've chosen and do the petals with that. There we go. And then I have this question mark. What shall I do for the one in between? Let's go for the lighter, although they seem very similar actually. Yeah, that's where you, when you look at the ends of those two pens, they look completely different, but that's how it always goes. There we go. A bit more color there. There we go. You can see a little bit of difference. Okay, and then it's moving on to those sides. Let's go and continue with orange. Orange is such a lovely color. Let's go, let's do orange. And just go around with orange. There we go. And I think I should do the other one with red. What do you guys think? So I'm thinking of putting the one that is on the outside as red. And then perhaps some yellows on the inside. Yep. There we go. Oops. Right. I need to turn that around a bit. Easier to color when I can actually see what I'm coloring. Less of those oops moments that do tend to happen to me sometimes. There we go. Does anybody have a favorite color? Color that they always go to, that they always want to see? Color that sort of makes them feel good. I've noticed that I very often go for blues. Although when you look at my mandalas, you don't really necessarily see them so much in mandalas, but I very often end up doing these kind of stronger colors, like reds and oranges. But in my own life, I tend to like blue. Something calming about blue. Such a nice color. There we go. Naruga is saying hi. Hello to you too. And acompañando a Marcos is saying hello. I like the colors. Thank you very much. That's very kind. That's very kind of you to say. There we go. So, what are your favorite colors? Oops. Yeah, I'm loving using these bright bright colors for mandalas. There we go. Just going around and around. There, like that. Almost done. Almost there. And that's the last one. And then I think that looks quite pretty actually. Even though I say it myself. I think then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some yellows. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for this darker yellow. And then sort of go for the lighter option for the last two. There we go. There we go, that's faster to color. I feel like I'm getting around much faster. Whoops, almost just went for the top ones. Top ones there, which would have been the wrong ones because now I need to be doing the bottom ones when I'm on the side here. There we go, just making it matching from both sides. Looks nicer that way, doesn't it? There we go. There. Like that. And then let's move on to the lighter. Somebody's enjoying sunshine. There's a lot of smiley faces with sunglasses on. That's brilliant. It's always nice when there's sun, isn't it? It makes you feel happy, it makes you feel alive, makes you feel warm inside, all those lovely things. Just sun can make that happen. Think about how you feel when the day is very rainy and dull looking, and compare to yourself to how you're feeling when the weather is very sunny and nice and bright. And yes, sunshine. Sunshine's brilliant. I decided to go green. Bring a little bit of green here. Just so that there's that little bit of something exciting to look at. It's great to have all those reds and yellows, but if you want something to sort of stand out, something for you to look at, then another color can help that brilliantly. And actually, now that I realize, these look like leaves, so let's turn them into leaves. Let's put some green there as well. So much for my very yellow sun mandala. I do promise I'm going to put some more yellow soon. But at the moment it does seem more red sun mandala. And now there's also more green. Yeah, you never know how it's going to turn out when you actually start doing it. Very often I have an idea in my head and then I end up doing something that's slightly different. But I think we can live with it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. There we go. Leaves are almost done. So I didn't actually say when I started, but this is from a book, mandala book. It says meditative mandalas, and I have to say that when you color these, you don't really think of anything else because you are. Somebody's saying nice colors. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, let's put now some more of that yellow. And actually, yes, yellow, orange, yellow. I think what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna do this part in yellow, sort of something that fills in the gap. And then I'm gonna move on to the other colors. There we go. There we go. So we've got yellow and orange and yellow. I think I said out loud. So I think I will put what I meant. So I'm going to put yellow here as well in between these leaves. There we go. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm sort of using this yellow as a little bit of a background color. Just when I need there to be something, but something that's not hugely strong. There we go. Got the background. There's a lot of little spaces to color through. There we go. But we are progressing. Anybody else out there who likes to color mandalas? Finds them relaxing? I quite enjoy coloring mandalas. They are lovely. And of course, any kind of coloring just relaxes. Don't find drawing quite as relaxing though. And that's just possibly because you sort of draw something and then you look at it and decide, I think that doesn't quite look like what I wanted it to look. And then you do it again and it might still not look quite what you wanted it to look like. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe this is just what happens to me. But with coloring, I can just relax. I can just sort of concentrate in getting the colors there, like that. And this relaxes. There we go. Let's put another color. And this time it's going to be the orange. There we go. That little thing that looks a bit like a hook. That's now going to be orange. There we go. Like that. Yeah. That's nice. And then it's just figuring out what to do to those outer edges of this. Coloring. I mean yellow, definitely. But what else shall we put there? Right, any suggestions? Yeah, this is relaxing time for me. Okay, yes, it is relaxing to watch others color. Almost, I think, or maybe even more relaxing than doing it yourself. Right, so what sort of yellow shall we put there? I've got this yellow and I'm almost wondering if I would go for slightly darker yellow. So I haven't used this yet. Let's see how that looks like. Oops, there we go. Just choosing this yellow for the outer edge because that definitely reminds me of sun. Strong yellow. There we go. I mean, that outer edge could not be anything else but yellow, in my opinion. There we go. Half of it is almost done. There. And then the other half. Let's go down from there. There we go. There. Yep, a couple more. There we go. And then it's figuring out what to put in those little ones, those more intricate parts in between. There. Yeah, I think that was a good choice for the edge. That was a good one. Okay. And then it's figuring out what shall we do for these parts. And I'm sort of feeling like, well, yellow, yellow, and more yellow. So what I will do is I will do these little bits here with the background yellow. At least I think that was the yellow I picked up. There we go. Feels like it might not be the background yellow, but anyway, it's the lighter yellow that I've got in this. Yes, it wasn't the background yellow. Yep, I picked up wrong. But anyway, I think it works. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do with this darker yellow again. There we go. And then it's a tough question of what to do with the rest. I would like there to be orange, but I think I would like there to also be something else, something a bit like the greens that I've got. Maybe that's what I will do. I will do partly green and partly yellow. No, orange. Yep. And there is Naruga. Hello, you're saying hi. I'm saying hi back. It's lovely to have you here. Always nice to have people coming and commenting. And okay, now I put it in the wrong place. Well, let's go around and have a rethink. I was going to put this on the edges and then put this one that it's in the tip with a different color, like the green, and now I've put it completely in reverse. Okay, so now I've got orange. I think what I will do, I will just go with the green, and I will do some part of this with green. And what part would it be? There we go. Let's go and do those with green and see how it looks like. Then I can still choose what color am I going to put on the edges. Any suggestions? There we go. Almost done. Actually, that does not look bad. Yep. So let's just continue. There. That's what happens when you concentrate in talking and commenting back. Although I do love when I see your comments. It's nice when I feel like I'm talking to somebody and somebody is saying something back. It's very nice. Okay, so what I will do is I will do this with yellow. There we go. So this now is the lighter yellow, which means that we can see the different yellows there. And that sort of brings it all together. I think that's quite nice. There. Almost done. Two more. There we go. Oh, wow. I'm actually quite liking that. This is our lovely sunny mandala for a sunny day. Yeah. That's nice. It makes you think of sunshine. It makes you think of those lovely warm days. Yes, that is brilliant for today. So it's been great having you here. We're going to wrap up now. If you like, please subscribe and always leave comments so that I know what kind of stuff you want to see. I hope you have a brilliant day today. Have a nice day. Bye.